gonna talk about a couple things today. It came up. Just a couple things. Like, just in general, all this auditor stuff, the FOIA stuff. And we're gonna talk about who works for who here. Because that's kind of important to get our position here straight. So we're gonna wait for a couple people to come here, and we're gonna start this little session today about a couple things. And Jenny, you know what it is. But there's more. So today we're going to talk about who works for who here in the auditing world and also on YouTube. All right. Listen, if you're going to make a comment saying that you're offended because I used Department of Government Efficiency, then you should not be watching any auditing unless you're watching the stupid ones. And go out there and do their little dance in front of a restaurant like I used to do. and I kind of like what DirectD is doing. Is he's filtering out the good ones that do good, for humanity, and then the ones that are just for entertainment only, which is fine, whatever. I like entertainment auditing too. I like to watch that stuff. It's funny, at somebody else's expense. But if you're going to be offended because I'm using Department of Government Efficiency and we're doing FOIA stuff, freedom of information, they kind of go hand in hand. If you didn't have government efficiency, then why would you even want to FOIA anything to see if the government is using the funds like they're supposed to? If they're using the flock cameras like they're supposed to. So I don't understand why someone thinks I'm a simp, and I'm going to say, oh, I'm sorry for using Doge in my video. No, you know what, guy? If you're watching this, you go fuck yourself. Because because Doge is a Republican thing, and I'm not going to watch anything that's politics, right? Well, I don't know if you know, but everything is politics. Okay, FOIA is politics. Everything is politics. You tell me what to do is politics. And I don't work for you. I'm not your simp. Okay. I'm doing what I think is right and what's right for my channel. And just because you don't like Trump or you don't like Biden or whatever the fuck, that's your problem. But I'll use things from both sides to further my agenda on what I think is right. It doesn't matter. Freedom of speech is very important to me because we're using it right now. I like Charlie Kirk. Government efficiency is important to me. I like Doge. Sorry, I'm driving, so. And freedom is important to me. That's why I'm not gonna simp to anybody, any of the trolls on this channel. I'm not gonna simp to the cops. I'm not gonna simp to some of the trolls here. Some of you might have a good idea, which is fine. But, if you look at my recent posts, it is our duty to monitor the government. That's the first thing they said in the FOIA law, 5 ILCS 140/1. That's the first thing. And Audit them said it 2 years ago, because he said in my comments that he said it 2 years ago, and we're just catching on, which is true. I used to do the stupid, silly, entertainment thing just to have something to do, to start somewhere. You gotta, first thing you gotta do is learn how to talk to a camera in front of people, which a lot of people still can't do in their adult life because they have no balls and they simp to everybody else. Hey, what's up, out of them? I think you were looking for this moment, but yeah, I give you props, man. You're doing a lot for this community. So I am out there, and I'm sure Audit them is too, to make sure the government is working for us. We're not working for the government here, okay? It is our duty. You're going to emphasize on section 3.5. They have to provide you that list immediately, no questions asked. Get some of them to admit that they don't develop if they can't provide you immediately. And out of them, I know what you're using that form for, and I totally agree, because I know what you're going to do in the future. I think I mentioned it on this channel before, but I don't want to spoil your thing. I'm not going to go on your channel and mention it, but I know what it's for. I Chat GPT'd it, so and what that kind of stuff is used for. But I totally agree, and you should, because I went to that village, I forgot what it's called, Green Oaks or something like that. I'd never even heard of it, and they have no FOIA stuff. They called the cops on me because I asked for FOIA holding a camera. Okay, so that's FOIA right there, and that's freedom of speech, First Amendment right there. And Tyrant Terminator does a great job in making sure that everybody has a freedom of recording in public places, which is great. I think this whole Chicago auditing community has come together to cover all types of parts of our freedoms. Audit them, for transparency, for holding the government accountable for what they do, and that make sure that they're working for us. We're not working for them. We monitor their government through FOIA. That's the first part of FOIA. We the bosses, he makes sure to let the government know that we are your bosses. You don't tell us what we need to do or whatnot, in a sense, not criminally. We're not there to be criminals, but we have rights, and if you're gonna fuck with our rights, we're gonna get you fired. So so that's we the bosses. Tyrant Terminator makes sure we can go and exercise a First Amendment right to record in public, which is great, because that and the FOIA stuff, I've noticed it, since last year. I've been doing auditing for 2 years. The first year, you couldn't even go inside a village hall without getting a cops called on you. You couldn't walk on the street in front of a bank without getting a cops called on you, or anywhere, even the stupid shit. Okay. The bank stuff is personal, because they think that they own the sidewalk, and you can't take pictures of the bank. So they gave me a hard time many years ago. So I'm repaying the favor. So that's just my little personal project there. Okay, question for you. Question for you. And old 1A auditor. How do you feel about doing private businesses? I've done like window shopping. It's fun. It's stupid. Uh, but like the bank is a private business. I do that because they think they own the sidewalk. Like I was watching DirectD, and he was talking about the guy that does this dispensaries, First Amendment Protection Agency, and it's like, you know what, DirectD might be right. Um, People don't want to get recorded while they're going to get their drugs, and if they're hurt or whatever, and they need their marijuana or something. But whatever, it's up to them. Um, yeah, that's not my deal. He could deal with all that stupid nonsense. Yeah, we have the right to record in public, and maybe it's his personal thing. So it's up to you. Whatever. Um, yeah, Doge. So if I'm gonna get some stupid comment that you're offended because of Doge, or you're offended because of Charlie Kirk, or you're offended because of Trump, or you're offended because of Biden, or you're offended because someone's got purple hair and they're auditing, or you're offended because someone lives in the basement and they're an auditor in their mom's basement, dude, you don't have to watch the shit. Okay, we're not your little monkeys. We're not gonna dance for you and simp for you. We're here for a reason. And my number one thing, I don't like mass surveillance. Okay, a lot of these towns in Illinois, they never even asked the citizens if we should put up mass surveillance. Riverwoods, I don't know if you saw in my last post, they turned on the national access, and also checked on that they're going to be responsible for, that they know the law about sharing ICE stuff. And that's exactly what Mount Prospect got in trouble for and turned it off. I went to Winthrop Harbor a couple days ago. They said they have that part off because they don't share it. But Riverwoods, you could see it. I did the FOIA. It's they sent me the settings of it. They have that stuff on. I mean, the ICE stuff is personal, okay? Like my wife, she don't like ICE, whatever. Me, if you have a job, I guess it's different. If you have a job, you're more of a Republican. If you don't have a job, I think you're more of a Democrat, because you kind of want the free benefits or whatever. They're for when you're down. That's fine, whatever. Not my deal. And when you have a good job, I used to have a really good job, and you pay all these taxes, and you have all these illegals come in, which some of them are my friends, the illegals, but yeah, it's kind of draining for the person paying the taxes. But still, they made a law, whatever. Illinois made a law that you can't share it with ICE, and you can't share the footage with someone that tracks you for birth control or something like that. Fine, whatever. At least follow the law. If you guys make the law, follow it yourself. I don't think Riverwoods is following the law. Riverwoods, Illinois. You could see it in my post. So you think if I'm fucking with you? No, it's not. I got the PDF right there, the settings. Unless there's like some other part that they filter or something, that's nothing that they sent me. So don't mess with Zohan. I'm interested to see what happens in New York. I actually wanted him to win just to break out the popcorn and see what happens, like an experiment. I mean, what do you guys think about that? The taxpayers are sick of these non-essential personnel and massive buildings wasting their money. I agree. Yeah, that's where Doge comes in, Department of Government Efficiency. So if you're like a Democrat and you hear Doge, but yet you want things efficient, you don't like the cops because they got blue lines or whatever. I don't like the cops because they got blue lines and they're part of they think they're above the law and they think that they control us and we don't control them. They are wrong. Okay, I don't like the blue line. But totally for government efficiency. I think these flock cameras are a big waste of money. I think Mount Prospect is paying I think it's like $12,000 a year or something like that for access. You correct me if I'm wrong. Same thing with all these other cities. It's about $50,000 to put them up, and another $12,000 a year. But anybody that buys these flock cameras has access to the whole system. So you don't have to be a government entity to have access to the system. You could be an association to have access. I don't know if you saw my post, but I FOIA'd Prospect Heights for a certain number. I said police car with license plate number 33. They sent me someone else's license plate, a picture of they sent me a picture of somebody else's car with license plate 33 saying they can't find the police cars. And I'm like, how can they not find the police cars? They're driving around every day. You're supposed to have the data for 30 days. How did that data disappear? Nicholas, if you don't know what the fuck I'm saying, then that's your problem. York County, VA. But yeah. And also this lady at the Village Hall. What was I about to say? What the fuck was I about to say? This lady at the Village Hall. Let me take a moment. Sorry, over 40. Fuck. Don't discriminate. Anyway, these people work for us. If they have a problem working for the public, if they have a problem being on camera, if they have a problem following Illinois rules and regulations, and I know they can't, because Audit Them knows I used to work for the government. Okay, I used to work for the government for 8 years. These are village idiots. Okay, these people are dumber than a brick. They can't follow their own rules for shit. So that's why we need to monitor the government, just like the FOIA says. They don't read the rules themselves. They don't give a shit because they got lawyers. The lawyers are there to make the money on your stupid shit, on their stupid shit, and on your stupid shit. So the people that win are the lawyers for this whole thing. They would never make it in the private sector. Well, they should go to the private sector if they don't want to be recorded in public. But I agree with you. They probably would never make it in public sector, because if their goal is to, use the money or lose it, like they do in the village halls, you got to spend the whole budget, even plus more, so that you get more plus some the next year. That was the model for the budget when I used to work for the government. You got to spend everything, plus you got to ask for more next year. So that's why your taxes go up and up and up. They never go down, okay? They never go down. So that's why people need to step up and monitor the government with the FOIA and the rights that they have, and record to expose this, because I'm sure a lot of us don't have money for lawyers to take them to court, and they're going to drain us dry. But exposure is a lot. Okay, they're like roaches. They get caught on camera, they scatter. I love the look on their faces when they ask about what they accomplished over the past 5 days. Yeah, and there's I think it was who was it? I think it was Addison, Illinois, that actually everybody answered that question except for the police station. They were offended. And people want to know on YouTube, what exactly are people do that we pay for? So if you're going to tell me, oh, you're going to have to FOIA that, people on the other end of the camera are going to be like, okay, you guys are bullshit. Why can't you just say it? Why do you have to put some red tape on something you should already know what you did last week? So that was the Doge question that Elon Musk asked people, and if they didn't answer it, they got fired. You know, I'm not anti-Elon Musk. I just wouldn't buy an electric car because I don't know, it's Illinois. You don't drive electric cars in the wintertime because they only last half the charge. Plus, I wouldn't have anywhere to charge it anyway. But I would say I use politics in my favor of what I think is right. Yeah. So a couple days ago, I don't know if I'm gonna release this video. It was not Zion. Zion was good actually. They have everything done. They have everything posted nice. Winthrop Harbor. This lady has nothing posted, by the way, out of them. You got to check out Winthrop Harbor. But let me warn you, when I saw the walker, I'm like, oh shit. And I say it on the video. It's not posted yet. I got to do some editing. I'm like, I'm gonna get scrutinized for even coming up to a lady that takes like 5 minutes to walk up to the window and she's got a walker. But you know what? That's no excuse not to have your FOIA, okay? So that's no excuse. It's no excuse to have your Section 4 not prominently displayed because maybe she needs more help to do that. So yeah, when I saw that walker, it's like, okay, who's doing what? Richard Attenborough. I think we got a troll here in the house. Yep. Sorry, bro. You're not welcome here. And this is not, I'm not a government body. So if you're gonna make stupid comments on lives or on my videos, you're gonna get removed and banned. I don't give a shit, okay? I'm not your simp, like I said. And you know what, for me, it's not about the content anymore, but it's the government thinking that they are in charge of us as you know, they're making up their own rules on their own. They're not even asking the public if we should have a certain rule or a certain surveillance system. They're watching us like we're criminals. That's the problem. There's no warrant for these flock cameras to watch us for 30 days. And they could watch us for more than 30 days too. They could watch us live. They could put a, how do they call it? Where every time you drive by a camera, it's gonna ding them or notify them. So basically they're putting a tracking device on your license plate. He's got finished watching my video. Yeah, that's the video. I think it was Niles, Illinois. They had the FOIA book hidden upstairs. So, hi there, buddy. I like what you say. They had the FOIA book hidden upstairs. I usually just walk in and look for the FOIA information. If you're watching this the first time, I walk into the village hall. I see where the FOIA information is to see if it's prominently displayed. You know, if I can't find it in about five minutes or 10 minutes, then it's not prominently displayed. I don't know why they keep on hiding this stuff. And you know, in good faith, I try to help them. And I say, look, Village of Wheeling has a nice display of what you need, or Village of Zion, they have a nice poster. Everything fits on one piece of paper. Yep, prominently displayed. So, you know, why don't you guys go there and check their stuff out? It's not fucking rocket science to go and check it out. Am I an undercover cop? No, I was never a cop, but I did get training like cops do to deal with public. So, remember, if you do, by the way, how many auditors are in here? I know Audit was here. He's one of the auditors. Steel, no, are you auditor? Hit a 1 if you're an auditor. And here's what. Did you see the latest video from the civil rights lawyer about the flock cameras? I watch this stuff all the time. I might have seen the latest video. And in Illinois, there's more stricter rules than probably anywhere for the flock cameras. And I think they are violating some of the rules where they can't just have it on to monitor the masses. But, you know, that's in for interpretation. So we're fighting the flock fight. You're right, the board was empty. All they got to do is to put everything on in that case. Yeah. And you know what? They had a pretty big folder. They don't need all that stuff. They don't need the whole budget. So their mentality is that they need to put all this, 50 pages on the thing. No, just, look at somebody else. Operating budget, just one number is 10 million, 5 million, whatever. So that's the thing that they think that takes up the most from what I've seen. But if you work for the village, I am not your little education monkey here either. If you want to use this as education, you need to buy a license. So according to YouTube terms of service, if you're going to be using this for training, such as training, you need to ask for a permission or a license. So my license costs $500 a month for training, because I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for the people. I'm just an activist for freedom. Yep. So if you ever see me wear my freedom sweatshirt, don't be offended, because freedom is freedom. It doesn't matter which side you're on. Yeah. And you know what? SLY, I don't know how to say her thing. SLYSHY58. Just exposing them on camera changes a lot. It does a lot. It's kind of like exposing a criminal. It's basically taking off his mask. So you're taking off the mask of their stupidity. And I call these people the village idiots, because they are. They're idiots. I was a village idiot before, and I hated the job. I fucking hated it. It was just so backwards. It was so against people. Oh, and I want to tell you about, if they do call the cops, and you're gonna have a good cop and a bad cop. Okay, don't start blabbing your mouth because a cop is sympathizing with you and he's your little simp bitch. Okay, he's there to snitch on you. That's a game. Okay, that's a play in a playbook. I learned that shit. I learned that, I'm the bad guy, and then my boss is the good guy, and he's going to get all the information, because that's what it's for. That's what the play is about. It's getting your information, no matter who you are. Okay, because you're going to simp to the good cop, and you've seen it many times in audits. You've seen these auditors go, oh, that cop was so bad to another cop, but you're a good cop. You're a good boy, good boy. Good boy. I'm gonna tell you everything because you're a good boy. You're good to me. Okay. I've seen Tyrant Terminator talk to the good cops. They're not there for you. They're there against you. Anything you say will be used against you in the court of law. They got their fucking camera on recording that shit. So if you don't want to get in trouble, you better shut your mouth. It does. Are you a fan of I Am Free? I don't remember his stuff. I don't think I've seen it recently. I remember the channel though, so I'm not sure. There's some value, like Amagansett Press, there's some value in his stuff. It is more like a travel channel, and I do like watching it, because they do actually really travel. Some of the auditors say that, they go around, whatever, but, they go one time on vacation somewhere and they'll do something. But Amagansett Press actually travels, and the quality of his work is very high. The camera gear is great quality too, and the sound is good. It wasn't like that on some of his older stuff, but you got to start out somewhere. Like I said, you got to start out just being able to talk to a freaking camera. His memory is amazing. Yeah, my memory's bad. I won't know your name in 5 minutes. I remember Jenny because I had a girlfriend named Jenny a long time ago. So, and Audit Them is right. He's got it's in his name. We all should go and audit our government, because the first section of FOIA is what tells us to do. It tells everybody to monitor the government, to make sure that they're working for us, to make sure that they're doing things in our favor, not in their favor. So there's a cop car in front of me. It's been sitting here for a while. I think he's at LA Fitness. I don't know if you want to see this, but right there. He's been there for a while. Check out Inland Auditing Media. I will. He does almost what you and Audit Them does. Yeah. And you'll hear me say Audit Them a lot, and all the local guys, because I really do believe in what they do. They're actually real auditors, not these entertainment auditors. And I live in Illinois, and I'm looking for changes too. I'm making sure that the government is working for us as well. And even the names that they use for the channels, like We the Bosses, it's like it hit me. Okay, we are the bosses, and he's there to make sure to let them know that we are the bosses. Like the FOIA, the first section of FOIA, we're there to monitor them. So that's my little beef for a comment on one of my videos today about Doge. So yeah, without Doge, we wouldn't have the FOIA law or the First Amendment. So some people are just really, really stupid. They get offended about buzzwords. Cult news. You know what? I like cult news a lot, and that's because it's personal. I like cult news because he's getting back at the banks what they do to just people trying to take a picture on the street. And that's what happened to me. I tried to take a picture of a buddy like 20 years ago, and it so happens to be in a downtown like of a city in front of a Chase Bank, because there were like 6 or 7 banks on the street. So, and this bitch came out and said, "You got to delete that. I'm going to call the cops." And I was meeting him. We're all so scared, and we don't want to get arrested. And so I deleted his picture. He was a visitor from from another state. I had to delete his fucking picture and show her my camera because I didn't know any better. And it was a lady from Chase Bank. It was actually Arlington Heights, Illinois, Chase Bank, that did this to me. So I returned the favor in auditing banks. So how do they have the right to tell someone on the street to delete their picture and threaten them with police? So that's why I do like bank audits, and I like cult news. He does lose it sometimes, but everybody loses it. It's in the moment. It's easy to say, like, "Oh, you shouldn't do this," or "You should do that." But you know what? You go fucking try it. You try doing this shit. Let's see how you handle things. Some people are not ready to, to not lose their shit, because it's easy to lose your shit. That's easy. It takes practice to handle yourself in a professional manner. And I you know what, I still don't handle myself in a professional manner. I do like to swear. Anyway, I came here with a purpose, but I'm going to take you guys with me. I'm all out of Coca-Cola today, so we're going to get some. And like I said yesterday, some people don't live in a basement with their mom. Hey, look, it's my car. Hey. I'm just kidding. So this is life of an auditor. We don't audit all the time, every day. You know, we have other lives we got to do too, or other things we got to do in our life. So we're going to pick up some supplies. We're doing some work over here. How you doing, guys? Holy shit. It's loud. We're gonna turn down the screen here a little bit. Need a cart. Here, I'll flip the camera so you know what I'm doing. Right now, we're gonna go get some. We're gonna go get some Coca-Cola. Oh, let's see how much are these? $8.47. I am almost out. Love these things. This is my favorite right there. Illy's good. So that's a number 10, or is that 10 packets? No, that's 10 packets. Full-bodied, aluminum. So this is Intensio. This is like an intense one. And this one, oh, it's on the lighter side. So this one's, sorry. So this one's much better. More caffeine with the less intense one. I'm gonna have to try this. They got the Lavazza Super Crema. It doesn't say how the intensity of this thing. But I am a medium roast. Okay, so this one's good too. $7.59. You know what? I think I'm gonna take this. What do you guys think? Put a 1 if I should buy this. Give me a 1. This Lavazza Super Crema. There's also Pete's. These are the intensity. Remember, the more intense, the less caffeine. What's 10 out of 13? What does that mean? It's medium roast. But Lavazza is supposed to be really good. Illy's super good. I know Illy's good. Starbucks $7.98. Shit. Oh. And that's blonde. So this is too close to be. Fuck. Because I really like the Starbucks. Alright, we're going to try the Lavazza. We're going to try it. All right. Does anybody know about this brand though? Is this any good? They have this at Walmart as well. The Cafe Bustelo. They have the Nespresso packets at Walmart. But I've never seen the Lavazza packets. Here's more Starbucks stuff. Oh my God, this morning my wife shows me, oh, I want this Starbucks Bear coffee glass. Dude, it's $30. It's not even worth it. But check this out. Check this out. Prices actually went down. $6.32 for a 12 pack. $9.97 for 24. We're gonna pick this bad boy up. Hold on. I'm gonna put you down. Okay. I'll work on it. So these fuckers used to be like $13, and now the Walmart price went down as well. By the way, this is not Walmart. This is the Amazon store. So if you ever never been to Amazon, this is how it looks like. They actually got some really good prices on most things. Turkey. Butterball. So these are $9. These are $20. Diesel. I thought it said diesel turkeys. Good. Thanksgiving is coming up. Are these all $8? Let's see. This is 12 pounds. I think these are all $8. That's not bad. $8 for a whole turkey. Oh, they even have some information about the turkeys. That's pretty cool. Nice. So that's a bonus. $6.99 for a case. Case of what? Case of 12 or case of 24? Oh, and here are the smaller turkeys. Look at this. I think these are all $5. $5. This is all we need. This is like a small turkey right there, 10 pounds. Yeah, these are all 10 pounders for $5. That's not bad. What was that, like 50 cents a pound? Dude, that's like the cheapest I've ever seen. Here's the big ones. Premium, all natural, tender and juicy. $13 for a big one. Dude, I swear, Amazon store has the best prices for the turkeys this year. Never went to Amazon store. Yeah, there's not many stores out, Amazon stores out here, but they are getting more popular. It used to be like the prices were with the tax built in, but they changed that. Check this out, Bubble Burger. Well, that's a turkey one. That's the bacon cheddar. Here's don't tell me they want $22 for this. I think it's more like $13. All right, check this out. I bought this last time, but at Walmart. So these are the Johnsonville, but they have the, oh, here they are. The regular ones. These are really good. I'm going to pick these up because I'm already out. $2.39 for 12 ounces. These are really good. What is this? Bacon ends and pieces. $8.98 for how much? 3 pounds? Oh, interesting. How many pounds is this? 1.5. So it's like half price for ends and pieces. That's cool. I didn't know that. So this is what I got so far. Breakfast sausage, Lavazza, and 24 pack of Coke. We're gonna see what the price is. $3.29. I already got guacamole at home. Mozzarella blend. That's not bad. $2. You'll be surprised how much cheaper things are here than Walmart for some of this stuff. Oh yeah, if you like good yogurt for cheap, right here. The vanilla Stonyfields, $4.74. Really good stuff. Is butter still expensive? Yeah. Butter is better to get at Costco. Here's whipping cream. Look at this. They got Amazon grocery whipping cream. I'll buy that stuff when I buy a pumpkin pie. Let's see how much milk is. So they got the Kemp's milk for $5. And then they got the Amazon milk for $2.24. That's pretty good. Oh, Red Baron pizza. Look at that. $3.97, $3.48. That's even cheaper than Walmart. But they don't have the thin one. Let's see if they have a different section here. Maybe they got the thin ones. But here's the Bubba Burgers. So original's $12.97. These are really good though. If you want good burgers on the grill. Oh, these little fuckers are good. Love them with coffee. Shit. Should I buy that? Fuck. Damn. Shit. Okay. We're getting it. These little fuckers are amazing. They got Eggo. Yeah, with coffee. We're gonna make some of this shit. We're gonna eat it with some of this. Oh my God, I'm gonna be like zonked out. I'm gonna be zonked out all day. Yeah, we talked about these sandwiches last time. Right there, the croissant sandwich. It kind of costs a lot here. $9 for 4. Or no, it's an 8 count. Okay, well they're actually cheaper then. So it's like a buck something a sandwich. They're really good though. Like when you're traveling, I wouldn't buy it for like every day, you know, because you're gonna get fat. Let's see if they got thin crust. So they got the brick oven. They got this is the best pizza, by the way. I don't give a shit about any other pizza. They got the 4 meat. It's still $3.48. Look at that. Brick oven, classic crust. There's a brick oven again. This one is really good, the 4 meat. Should I get it? Let's go. Yeah, I like coming here better than Walmart. Oh, and this is what I grew up on over here. $1.67 party pizzas. These are fucking amazing. Well, I don't know. I don't know if all of you would stomach these things. I think nowadays it would just give me the shits. Okay, so I still got a pizza at home. So this one is going to be next when I buy it. It's much cheaper here. It's like $1 cheaper. Look how everything is nicely stacked at the Amazon store. It's very organized. And I can't believe these fucking paper plates are $5. I'm looking for paper plates because, you know, auditors are lazy fucks. And I'm still looking for a good, like, ice cream scooper. This is interesting, $12. This will scratch the shit out of my pan, though. I wonder if they have a plastic one. Here's more paper plates. So maybe they got a sale on one of them. It's because one of my kids is home. We got 4 days off. I don't feel like doing the dishes. So, toilet paper. Look at the fucking toilet paper, man. Or this is $14 for toilet paper for 8 rolls. Holy shit! Is this the Canada tariffs or something? It's insane. I want to show you one thing that I like though in the store. That's it was here before, not anymore. Where's the ice cream stuff? Let me take you to the ice cream section. I think it's here. Yeah, it's just down there. Take you for some ice cream. I'm just checking this. So I can pay for all this stuff. Oh yeah, White Castle for traveling, pretty good. So if you're in a hotel, you want to microwave something real quick, they usually have a microwave. Where is the good ice cream over here? So this is where ice cream starts. Sometimes they removed all the ice cream here. Sometimes they have really good ice cream for cheap. Like I had mochi for like $1, like 6 pieces. Look at this, they removed everything. What the fuck? Oh, the Snickers ice cream. $3.87 for 6. These are really good. Love those Snickers bars. I can't eat sugar or else I get retarded. But if I bought those now, my son would eat all of them. And with me, probably. By the way, guys, what's your favorite Red Bull? If you like Red Bull. Oh, shit. Do you see something? Oh, my gosh. They got my favorite Red Bull. What the fuck? Finally, $2.76. Damn, love this. This is the best. We're gonna get this for this morning. Customer service is where you drop off your packages you want to return. But look at this. They finally got the coconut. This is like a pina colada, by the way. Yeah, the candy bars are expensive, except not here. Check this out. At Walmart, these are like 65 cents. Over here, they're 99 cents. The bigger ones are $2.54. Tamales. Oh, I want to show you something. If you guys are not in Chicago, and if you have these hot dogs, let's see if they still have them here. Not in Chicago, and if you still have these hot dogs, buy them. That's if they still have them here. Usually they sell out. Oh shit, they're gone. They're $6.79. Dietz and Watson beef franks right there. So this is the brand, Dietz and Watson. It's really good. The meat from them is really good. Just don't get the Dietz and Watson. What is it called? Okay, the London broil's good. The roast beef is good. The pastrami is good. From Dietz and Watson. What am I looking for here? Corned beef. Yeah, do not get their corned beef. The corned beef needs to be from Vienna. If you ever buy, or if you have Vienna corned beef, I'll show you how the logo looks like. They sell the Vienna hot dogs here. They're nothing close to the Chicago hot dog though. The store ones are not the same. They don't snap. They don't taste the same. But it's I'll show you the brand name. So these are the jumbos. They're still good. They're still better than any other hot dog here. But not like the Dietz and Watson. They're like, 40 cents more for the other ones? The other ones are more like the store Vienna, or the restaurant Viennas. But they got really good meat. Like if you find lunch meat by Vienna, it's good stuff. Especially like their corned beef. Really, really good. They got bagel dogs. Never buy this shit. Like Oscar Mayer. Oh, nasty. You know. So, glazed donuts. We're not buying any of that shit. What is this? Cappuccino pods? Is this like Keurig? I don't do Keurigs. Once I went espresso, I never went back. Look at this, $3.41. Old-fashioned sour cream donuts. Wow. These look good. We're gonna keep them here. And then they got this stuff. Like overpriced bread or something. Now here's $1.99. That's not bad. I'll probably get this. Feels warm. French bread. Oh, this is sourdough and this is regular. Okay, we'll get one of these for breakfast. It's baguette. $0.79 a donut. Yeah, they look kind of weak sauce. The Walmart ones are better. Soft bagel. Oh yeah, the bagels are really cheap over here. $2. Look at this. It's not bad. The onion bagels are pretty good for $2, $1.99. I already have these, so I'm not gonna buy them. But compared to like Thomas are $3.13. They taste exactly the same. Nutella. All right, we're gonna check out. I can't believe they have my Red Bull. That's pretty cool. All right, enter your phone number. Ready? All right.
Welcome. Thank you for being a Prime customer. Please scan your first item.
So we're gonna do this. We're gonna use the gun again. Where's this thing? Did I get that? Yeah. And then we got this guy. All right. $28. So check this out. We got the Coke for $9.97. Pillsbury, Lavazza, Amazon Fresh. We got $2.39. Red Bull. Red Bull costs more than the sausage, and then French bread. I saved 15 cents today. Fuck yeah, bro. No, we pay up, sucker. Let me do my card here real quick. Completing order. All right, now we got to put all this shit in the bag. This is the bag. This goes in first. Lavazza. My drink. My drink of choice for today. Alright, what's this? Alright, we are done shopping for the day. Check out these bags. They're pretty cool. They're actually stronger than they look. Have a nice day. Ice, $2.69. Where's my car, guys? Which one is it? This is the red one? The hell is my car? Where the hell did I park? All right. So I got my shopping done for today, for this morning. into the trunk. Hopefully I didn't forget anything from yesterday's shopping spree. Damn, my car's dirty. Fuck. We're gonna move some stuff. Got our boost bottles. We're not gonna use a boost bottle if we're gonna get a Red Bull. So we're gonna put this right here for now. Oh, I don't know if you caught this, but I got my bike. Do I look like official now? Am I official? This is public press coming to you from Amazon Fresh. We are number one. Like and subscribe. Oh, let me close this bitch up. Put this thing away. And there's a lady in the van looking at me like I'm some fucking retard. But yeah, so I got that Rode mic handle. It works on my older mics, but my newer mics are much smaller. And they have a magnetic clip, and the clip is too small. So what I'm going to do is cut a washer and stick it in the spot where the cold shoe is on that mic, and then just attach the DJI mic inside with the magnet. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, it almost did not start. Wear your seatbelts. Here's my drink. Cheers. It's the coconut edition of Red Bull, my favorite. This thing is just so good. By the way, that cop, dude, he's still working at LA Fitness probably. What the fudge? We're gonna roll by and see if that's a cop. Is that a cop? It might not be a cop. No, it's got lights and everything. Land of Lincoln. Illinois State Police. Okay, so it's state police. What are they doing with these sidewalks here? Holy shit, look at this guy. Oh fuck. I thought he was gonna flip over. I thought that dude was gonna flip over in this little thing. Anyway, So let me summarize what I said this morning when I started the stream. If you think I'm gonna be simping for you guys, not mentioning certain things because of politics, you guys are wrong. No, I'm not gonna have that. I don't work for you. You don't work for me. This is what it is. It's about law and that the government works for us. And if we want government efficiency, then we need Doge, obviously. Duh. You're not gonna tell me, oh, don't use the words Doge because it's political. Well, shit. Politics, government, it's all political. Either way, you're trying to push some politics on me not to use certain words. So go fuck yourself, dude. There's one of those. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's well. It's nice and sunny today. It's nice and cold, 41 degrees outside. I am wearing shorts for some reason. Let me tell you one thing. And I was so impressed. And it's something really stupid too. But it impressed me how people have the potential to do something, but they won't do it because someone might frown upon it, or because it's a little different from the norm and they don't want to stir anything. Okay. Or they're embarrassed to do something for themselves. You know, for a company, if you're simping for a company for your work jail, you probably do whatever they tell you to do, right? But try to do that same shit for yourself. And you're gonna be like, no, it's not worth it, whatever. Because you guys are a bunch of simps. But I went to Goodwill just to fucking go to Goodwill, just to see what's there, right? And this was in Wisconsin. So everybody's like shopping and looking for bargains and shit like that. Well, this other lady had everything in a big ass basket that she likes. She had her fucking camera on the stand, her phone on the stand in the corner of the store, just out of the way of everybody, facing the wall. She was between the wall and the camera. And you know what she's doing? She's fucking making money. She's making money on YouTube, telling you all about the shit that Goodwill has. Dude, she was not afraid. She got her lingo down. She was going, oh my God, like a professional. So, guys, you can't be embarrassed, you know, doing shit for yourself. Don't be embarrassed. Somebody dropped some drinks over there in the middle of the street. Just fucking do it. It doesn't matter what people think of you. You know, if I cared what people think of me, or what my friends would think if they saw this, then I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be in front of a camera. Dude, you gotta go out and do your thing. It doesn't fucking matter what they think. This is your life, your income, your pocket. Unless they're in your pocket, then their words don't matter. So don't be embarrassed to do something. Don't be embarrassed to be outgoing. And if you guys are watching like high school or something, if you're in band or something, don't be embarrassed to be that kid that does that extra little dance or something when you're playing. because that's going to get noticed. And the other kids are not going to get noticed. They're going to be just a fly on a wall and whatever. So it's basically those kids that stand out, that do their little extra, that don't give a shit what other kids think. Those are going to be the successful ones one day. Because a lot of these fly on the wall jobs, they're going to be taken up by AI. And if you got nothing to bring to the table, you're pretty much done. And I know this because I'm the one that did a whole lot of research at work on how to replace you with AI. And that's what every company is doing right now. You don't want to pay your ass 60, 70, 80,000 a year to sit on your ass and type shit up or taking in invoices. That invoice stuff, that's already done. That's already automated. That shit is gone. Go to a trade school and stay out of debt. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that those are the only jobs left. The trade jobs is that are going to be left. But you know what's going to happen? Everybody's going to go to trade school to stay out of debt and not get replaced by AI. So those trade guys are going to be dime a dozen, which is going to be good for some people. Like if you want to get your car fixed, it's going to be cheap because everybody's going to be a mechanic, electrician, and a plumber. Because that's what everybody's doing right now. So you got to think about that too. Do you know how many kids in my son's school are going to be going to trades? Like a lot. I think more than half. Or you could be a scumbag police officer. But the way it's going, you'll be replaced by AI too, because you got the flock cameras. And it's funny how they say, oh, it's for safety. Flock cameras are for safety. Dude, that shit ain't for safety. That's not gonna stop anyone robbing your ass or whatever. That's just gonna take a movie out of it so you can fucking post it on YouTube of your ass getting robbed. That's what security cameras are for. Those people don't give a shit. They're still gonna rob you. They're just gonna wear something. How much safer is that gonna be? You're just gonna get filmed getting robbed. For safety, my ass. Just like I posted a short of a server room being open and a computer guy sitting in the cop car saying, "Oh no, the computer room is closed," even though it's open. And someone commented is, "Oh well, it doesn't matter if it's open or closed because you need a password to hack in." And I'm thinking, you're a dumbass idiot. You must be like such a fucking nerd that you don't even know what a fucking plug is to the power. All you have to do is unplug the power and pull a couple cables to take down their system. Passwords ain't gonna do shit. First is you need physical security. I'm gonna turn down my thing because there's a cop behind me. They're probably watching. Never mind. Is that a cop? No, it's not a cop. Anyway, it's 9:30. I gotta get home. Time to be with my kids. Time to sort out that big ass fucking hospital bill. And I hope everyone has a good day. Make sure you monitor your government, because that's what we're here for, is to monitor our government so that they're doing work in our interest. And make sure you hit the like now. We'll give you some time to hit the like, hit the subscribe. I just got to queue up some videos for the next couple days, so you'll probably see those. If I forget, then you probably won't have a video tomorrow. So there's a lot I gotta do today, so hopefully I don't forget. Anyway, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. We'll see. I don't guarantee it.